Is it just me, or is this Sailor Moon Season 3 so much better than the last season? I don't know if it's because there's a great bit of good comedy, or if I just really miss Sailor Moon, or if Toei Animation is really putting in more effort than they did than the first two seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal. Because, I gotta say, when it came to the animation art, once again I have to express that there is a very huge, vast improvement of the art and animation compared to the first two seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal. This entire episode looked as good as the last episode, and I complimented it, and I gotta compliment this episode as well. When it came to the fighting scenes, to the movements, to even the comedy scenes and the slice of life moments, it looked beautiful. It really did. And it's quite, unbelievable when you realize the company that is working on this series is Toei Animation. And looking at their work recently, I've noticed that they've kind of been on point, especially when it comes to like Dragon Ball, and then I've heard some, I don't personally watch the anime of One Piece, I've read the manga, but I've kind of not watched the recent episodes of One Piece for a while, but I have been told that One Piece is looking good as well, and then now Sailor Moon, it's looking beautiful too. I think it's probably because of maybe that criticism that Toei got a while back, about a month or two ago, when everybody was complaining about Dragon Ball, and then there was an article on it. I think that's what really got Toei in the game of getting back on track to what they used to do with the legendary series, for instance Sailor Moon and then Dragon Ball. So I'm really glad to see the animation quality is still looking relatively great in this new season of Sailor Moon. So enough of that, let's get into the core content of what this episode brings up. So we get introduced to some of our antagonists of this arc, the Witches 5. Now, when it comes to the designs of these Witch 5s or Witches 5s, they look pretty decent, actually. I love the designs, they're cute in certain ways, and also you can definitely see that each individual Sailor Guardian is probably going to have a matchup against one of them, and that's kind of the way it's building up towards. But also, on top of that, I have to say I love the other setups with this arc, especially with the Academy, this like special school that is 60 floors high. Does anyone want to take a moment to actually realize how insane that is? A school building is 60 floors high. That's a skyscraper. That is a freaking skyscraper. This academy is 60 floors high. If there is a school out there that is that huge, please let me know. I've never heard of a school that is that big. Maybe a college, maybe, but even then, I think that's a bit of a stretch. 60 floors? A freaking skyscraper. So, when I saw that bit of information in this that gave us some world building, I'm like, bro, that's insane. That is really insane. That really made me just pause the episode. Like, I had to pause the episode of Sailor Moon Crystal just to take that in and realize, did they just say that this is 60 floors high? That is ridiculous. Oh my, you better hope that your elevator never goes out in that, because just imagine, let's just say you were coming to class, you're a little bit late, you overslept a little bit, and you're trying to run to your classroom, and your classroom is on the 60th floor, but the elevator's out. Just imagine running up all that staircase, all them stairs, oh god, oh. Just imagine that, if the elevator was out of order, you're running late for school, and you had to run up every freaking floor to get to the top floor, because that's where your class at, oh god. GG. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. So, anyways, I know that's not completely onto the main story of the episode. I just want to talk about that, because that just kind of shocked me when it came to the building and the size of it. So, we get introduced to two new characters. Well, last week we got kind of introduced to them, but with this week's episode, we get to find out more mystery about these characters, and come to find out that these two are pretty much the next Sailor Guardians, or something very similar to it, because in the ending song, it's pretty much downright spoiled, and as you all know, I'm pretty much an anime only to Sailor Moon, and the only thing I really know about Sailor Moon is some of the characters and the way they look, and I kind of already knew what some of the Sailor Guardians looked like, and honestly, when it came to the reveals of these two, they looked like they had Sailor Guardian outfits on, but it's downright spoiled in the ending song, so yeah. I guess it's my bad for actually looking at the ending song, which the ending song is actually something I neglected to really talk about last week, which I need to talk about that. I forgot to mention it. I love the music. I'm a big fan of the music. That ending song, I like it more than the opening song. Now, I love the opening song, don't get me wrong, but I'm a bigger fan of the ending song when it comes to Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, because I don't know, just something about it. It really suits the atmosphere, it suits Sailor Moon and the atmosphere it gave off from the first 2 seasons, and also, I just love the vocals of it. It's very nice. So, yeah, I'm a bigger fan of the ending song, and that's why I had to watch it, and that's kind of how I spoil myself a little bit because of the reveals of who probably is the next Sailor Guardians. But I guess that happens, but still, I enjoyed the song, and I listen to it every time I'm done with the episode. Since this week and last week, since, you know, the new episode came out, every time the episode comes out, I have to listen to that opening song, because it's that freaking good. Okay, so, back on topic. I'm getting way off topic. Holy crap. Okay, so this episode, talking about the comedy. I mentioned briefly at the beginning of this video that I love the usage of comedy in this season. I don't know if it's because, maybe Toei's doing a better way of expressing it, or maybe I just forgot about it in Season 1 and Season 2, I don't know. But the comedy, I love. I love that interaction between Chibi Usa and Usagi in this episode. Like, right at the beginning of the episode, that interaction in, like, the first 3 minutes, I loved it. I had a good laugh. Just seeing how Chibiusa was, you know, messing around. It's like, I won't tell you my secret. And she's giving a smug smile to Usagi. I was just laughing. I don't know. I really miss these characters. I really did. But I just feel like the way the comedy is being expressed in this season, it's way better than the first 2. But yeah, this episode is more of a build-up, setup episode for the upcoming events for the Witches 5, and I can't wait to see where it's going to go and see how that's going to lead into this girl at the end of the episode that apparently has an ability to heal people. She healed Chibiusa, so that's pretty overpowering in a way, because, I mean, she can heal people, so she's definitely someone that's going to be really important probably for this arc, because for her to be able to use some form of powers, that means that she probably is going to play a role in this arc and maybe potentially for the rest of the series. Who knows? Maybe she's a potential next Sailor Guardian. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.